Hi everyone, welcome to this video. So this is a follow-up to the last video. In this we will discuss how to create skins for third-party modes like buses and cars. Now before we start, when people create a mode, they have an option to encrypt the mode in multiple ways. So if you see, this is a Sultana bus mode. So you can see there is a bus mode, which is the .scs file, and a skin pack which you can edit. If I open the bus mode, you can see, if you see these stars at the end of each file, that basically means this is an encrypted archive. That means you cannot decrypt it unless you know the password. So if I try to, let's say, extract it, it'll ask for the password. Now this is one way of encrypting a mode, and then there are other SCS encryption technologies, like let's say I open this mode. Here again you can see there is a bus mode and a template. If I open the bus mode, you can see it is throwing error saying it is unknown format because it's encrypted with an SCS encryptor. So there are multiple ways of unencrypting encrypted modes, but I would personally say if an author don't want you to edit a mode, it's better you don't, because that's a way of respect. Now we will start with the creation of the skin. Now the first option we will see is, let's say when you're downloading a mode, I have 5 modes that I've downloaded here. This is the new Turismo bus, this is Setra, this is Sultana, this is a Toyota Corolla mode, and this is a skin template mode that I'll share over internet and share you the link for the Scania touring bus. We will see all the options today. Now you can see this is the Setra bus mode. You can see there is a bus mode and a skin template. If I open this new Turismo bus mode, you can see there is a bus mode and a skin template mode. Similarly, this is the Sultana bus mode. You can again see bus mode and skin mode. So what my point is, majority of the modders or mode owners, when they are creating a vehicle mode, they'll also release a skin pack, a skin mode for their bus or car. So the first option we'll discuss is, if you have a skin mode, either a skin pack, skin template, or an additionally downloaded unencrypted skin, how to modify it for making your own skin. That's what we'll do. So maybe for the option we'll take this Sultana bus mode for now. We'll extract this. Now if you open the skin pack, right, again extract this at the same location. Here you can see it has by default it'll have 4 files, or it can be more. One is the image. This is the image that you will see on the mode loading page, the mode's title image. This is the mode description. It will be like a text file that says what mode this is, what are the dependencies, all those things, like the description that you want to put. This is the manifest, which is kind of a definition file for the mode. What is its name, what version it supports, what is its version, what is the author name, all those things. I'll show you like what each of these signifies later. And this is the vehicle, this is the actual skin, where there will be a folder called vehicle, inside which you will have either a bus or truck or car, whichever category it is. Inside that you will have upgrade. This is the default location, but not necessarily always, but majority of the mode users follow this default location. So it will be like vehicle, bus or truck or car, then upgrade, and then paint, then the bus mode or build name, and then there will be a paint job. And here you will see a .dds file. So if you have 10 skins that can be loaded together into the bus, you will see 10 DDS files and probably 10 TOBJ files, which is kind of a definition or path definition for these files. Now apart from this, you might also have like additional def folders and others here. They may not be necessary, but can be additional definitions. These are the 4 basic minimum files that you will use in a skin. Now we will see how to create a skin. So you go inside and locate the actual skin file, which will be in DDS format. Okay. Now we discussed in the last video, you can edit a skin either using paint.net, which is free, or using Photoshop. Now we will see both options for people who are using either softwares. So for paint.net, it already by default supports DDS format. So you can just right click, open with paint.net and make your necessary editings. So here you can see this is a double decker kind of bus. So this is the front side, this one. So this is the right side of the vehicle, this is the left side of the vehicle, this is the top, this is the front, and this is the rear. Now let's do some painting here. I'll put some writing here. Now you can see this is the, I'll just create a basic skin. So this is the actual color of the vehicle, and I have two text there. Now one thing you need to remember is you can see the window area here where there will be glasses for the bus, this area. How the mode takes care of this will depend on the mode. It can be different for the mode. For some, they might completely cut out this area and keep it blank. We will create this mode and see it in the game, and then we will discuss. For some other mode, they might use the same paint there also. For some modes, you might have to define two different files for the body skin, body image and text, and the glass area, or basically we call it decal, the glass area image and text. For now, I'll save it like this. So this is the mode. What you need to do is press Ctrl, go to save, and save. You can save it as a PDN file, which is a project file for paint.net, because this will have all the layers which you can edit later. But once you save it as a project file, go to save as and save it as a DDS file, direct draw surface. Because once you save it as a DDS, it becomes a single layer file. Later you cannot edit it as layer wise. That's why I am saying you should first save it as a paint.net project file, then save it as a DDS file. Now I'll save it, I'll overwrite the skin 1 here. And when you get the save options, by default it will be coming to BC1 DXT1. Now any of this option will work, but I would recommend you to use DXT5, because that can save that have an additional alpha channel which can save transparency information also. So use DXT5. Now for better quality, you can also use RGBA8, like options like this, which is 8-bit for red, blue, green, and A is alpha channel, which is the transparency channel. You can play around with the versions and see the quality, but by default you can save it to BC3 linear DXT5 and press save. It will ask you to flatten, and then it is done. So if you close it, you can see you have a new DDS file. Now this skin template supports two skins. Okay, so you can have two separate skins in this template. Some templates might be made for only one. You can even create more by creating one more copy and creating one more TOBJ file, which will require a TOBJ editor. But just for simplicity, I'll stick with this. Okay. Now let's edit this skin with a Photoshop, so that I'll tell you how to save Photoshop DDS files, open and save DDS files in Photoshop. Now by default, Photoshop doesn't support DDS format. That's why you will have to go to Internet Explorer and search for DDS plugin for Photoshop. Now you can go to this file, NVIDIA text editor tool, because DDS is a NVIDIA created extension. Go to this page and then download the plugin for Photoshop. Now there is a standalone application if you want to convert from PNG to or JPEG to DDS and all, but here we will download the plugin. The first time you try to download, they'll ask you to create an account and log in. So you can create a free account, and after then go to the same page again and then download this. And once you download, it will be an exe file, and it's a direct double click installation. You double click it, press next and install. That's it. Once you install it, if your Photoshop is already open, restart Photoshop, and then you will be able to open DDS file with Photoshop. Press OK here. Once it is loaded, make all the necessary editings you want to do, like this. So if you want to add in text do all those things. Maybe I just created some image recently, this one. This is a skin for KSRTC flybus. I created this for the Sultana bus, the one that we are. I'll just drag it to here, fit it here. If I reduce the transparency of this, you can see I have the KSRTC flybus and logos that I have created to fit the left and right side, and I have some text here. Now I'll increase the transparency. Now, as I told you before, first you can save it as a Photoshop project file, because later you can play with all the layers. Once you have done that, you can save it as a DDS file. So go to save as and select a DDS file. So I'll name it as SkinEdit2 only, which is the default name. Put the extension or format as DDS and press save. Now when you're saving, here again you will have multiple options. As I told you, you can use any options, it'll work. By default it will be like a BC7, which is RGBA8 BPP. This first option you can take. Again, as I told you, for a higher quality, if you want, you can take a 32-bit per color, total 32-bit BGRA, that is 8-bit per blue, green, red and alpha channels. But this will also work. I think for lower versions like 1.30 and all, you might have to take a different options like this. But by default, let's save with this only and save. Now you can see we have one skin here and the other skin here. This is the KSRTC skin. This is some random skin that we have created. Once you have done with all this, go back to this place where you have the vehicle folder, manifest, mode description and this image. Now this is the mode image. You can edit that as you want. So just to showcase, let me make some editings in this. Okay, I'll save it. Now if you go to mode description, as I told you, you can put any text here, it doesn't matter. Write in whatever you want and it will showcase as the mode description. In the manifest, anything that is continuing with hashtag, it's a comment, so it doesn't matter. Anything other than that matters. So the format is SII unit and that open bracket, mode package dot package underscore name open bracket. There's a package version where you can mention your pack version. So let's say I want to say it is 0.1 version. Display name, I'll put it as, let's say, KSRTC skin for Sultana. Author name, you can write the author name, whatever it is. I'll just put it ETS2 Indian modes. There's a category which you can leave it as paint job. Then there is an icon name, which is this icon. So whatever is the name of this, you need to mention here. If this name and this name was different, they will not be identifying this name. So whatever, you can name this anything. Let's say you can put it as ksrtc.jpg, but make sure to put ksrtc.jpg here. Once you do that, save this file, close it, select all of this, and either you can do a compress to zip file if you're using Windows 11. Or if you're using Windows 10, go to show, like this option you will be getting. Either you can do like send to a compressed or zipped folder, or if you're using WinRAR, what I default do is click on add to archive option. Once you get this, by default it will be in RAR option. Make sure you make it in zip option. So the .scs file is a normal zip archive renamed as SCS file. So just make it a zip file. Now the compression method, any of this option will work. What this says is, this will not do any compression. It will store all these files as it is. This will do their best compression, but decompressing will take some time. Now you can leave it to normal, but the best option is to keep it as store so that it doesn't do any compression. Now this will increase the file size, but this will make it easier for ETS2, the game, to load it. Normal would be the ideal preference because that will give you a reduced file size with a decent load time. Best will give you the most small file size, but the load time might be increased. So put it to store, or even normal is okay, and then press OK. It will create a zip file here. Either you can rename it as .scs or you can keep it as zip. Either one will work. Now go to your documents folder, Euro Truck Simulator 2 folder, and then mode folder, and paste this skin there. Since I've already edited it, it is asking to replace. Move this skin pack to there and copy the bus mode also to there. Once you do that, launch the game. Go to mode manager. You can see this is the bus mode, and this is the mode we edited. So you remember we made some changes to that cover image. That image comes here. So you can say it like, let's say this skin. So this is a mode image that I've created for Scania Touring. So you can mention like what it is, something like that. This is the name. So maybe there's a typing mistake. So you remember, right? In the mode manifest we have written, there's the name that will come here. This is the author name that will come here. And if you click on the I button, this will give you the information of the modes. Now load the bus and mode on top of it, confirm it, and then continue the game. I've already bought a bus, but we'll go to truck dealers, go to access mode dealer, select the bus, customize configuration, and if you look here they have all the skins. So if you look here, this was the first one that we created with paint.net, you can see, and this is the second one that we created for the KSRTC Flybus. So you can take which option you want and buy. Now one thing you can see here is we had this paint job covering all the area including the glass. If you look at the file that we created, I had it covering the entire area including the glass area. This mode is actually designed to completely remove the glass area or decal area and use it here. So if you remember, I had this KSRT is written in the front glass area, all these written in the rear glass area, but you can see it doesn't come here. So this mode is designed in that way. Some modes, they might use the entire that same paint and apply it to the glass. That depends, and you might have to do some trial and error. Let's say the mode is designed in a way that it will use this glass area, then in the image you will have to cut that area looking at the template. Alright, now once this is done, we will see one more option. Now this is a Scania Touring skin template. This I'll share it. I'll share the link for this so people can use it. So if you go to our website, you can see I've shared all these skins in this website. I'll share you this skin template with which you can create your own skin. But creating for Scania Touring is slightly different because it uses separate files for the normal paint and glass area paint. That's why I'll explain that also once. So you open this Scania Touring skin template. I've made one folder here and a template image here. You can extract this. Now you can see there is a folder and a skin template. If you open the skin template, it will be like this. So this is the right side, the rear side, left, front, and then the top raised bonnet kind of thing. This is the additional, so this part comes here. These two boxes are these two. This is the rear spoiler kind of thing, these two. So what you can do is you again, as we discussed before, you open this folder. These are the files. So this is the image, this is the mode description, the manifest. You can do all these editings. So whatever name you want to provide, you put that. Go to the vehicle folder, as I told you, go to truck, Scania Touring, the bus name, decal livery st folder. Now here if you see, there is a skin file and a decal file. This is the skin for the paint area, metal area, and this is for the glass area. Now what you can do is open this template in paint.net or Photoshop, whichever software you use. I'll open it with Photoshop now. Once you open it, do all the necessary editings. Let's say I want to write my website name in the glass. So I'll just type in www.manishpk.com/ETS2. I'll make it some light color, maybe into white. I will make some background color for the bus. And just the top portion, this one, I'll make it into a dark color. Now you can see this is the skin I have. I'll have this color and this for the roof, and this text on the glass. Now what you need to do is, and this only applies for the Scania Touring, you need to first save the skin as a DDS file. Go to save a copy, take as a DDS option, go to the skin, vehicle, truck, Scania, ivory st, and here there is a skin option and decal option. Save this as a skin option, save it, replace it, and put it our option BC7. Now whatever needs to be there for the glass area only, that is, we only need this text for the glass, right? These two text, only that you keep, remaining all layers you hide. And so maybe you are not seeing this, I have the text here, okay? Only that you save as the decal file. So save a copy, put DDS option, go to the mode, vehicle, truck, Scania, ivory, and save it as the decal file. Now remember, decal should only have what you need in the glass area, and save it. Now once you're done, go to the same folder, go inside. So after you're done, this image also you can edit whatever changes you want to make. For now I'm not doing any change. Go to vehicle, truck, Scania Touring, ivory, and you can see we have a skin which is like a full file except the glass area. And even if you have the glass area painted, it's okay, because they'll cut it off and use the decal file. And in decal you have only the area that needs to be for the glass. So it should be like a transparent file everywhere else, and whatever image or text you want for the glass area you can put here. Once you've done that, select all as like we did before, right click and zip it. So I'll take it to WinRAR, make it a zip file and make it store, and press OK. Now this will created the Scania Touring file for me. Now I'll go to my mode folder, and put the skin here. Now I already have the Scania Touring bus mode here. I have the new skin now here. So if you want the bus mode, I have put the links in this page for all the versions you have. Just for 1.35, for 1.41 to 43, there is only left-hand drive variant available. And for 1.35, this mode only supports DirectX 9. So if you're running 1.35, when you're launching the game itself, you need to launch it with DirectX 9. Once it is done, go back to the game, go to mode manager, and load in the bus and the skin. This is the one that we just created. Go to truck dealers, pick the bus, this is the skin that we created. Now you can see this was a default color. This door you can change from here. Yeah, so you can see they took the first file for the metal paint and then took the decal file for the window. So whatever you want to let's say paint or write, this area, this glass area and the front area, you need to put in the decal file, and the remaining you need to put in the main file, and you can make the skin and buy it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any question, drop down, put it in the comments, or contact me through Facebook or WhatsApp. I'll help you out. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.